What are you looking at?
The things that woman can do to me, and the things I can do to her back. Oh, amazing. They say she's more famous than I am, but I don't believe that for a second.
My girlfriend, her name is Solomon, and she's mine. She likes girls, not boys, okay? She leads them on because it's sexy to me. She's trying to turn me on by all this like competition and nonsense, but I just think it's funny because guys don't have a chance with Solomon. She's my babe.
Solomon has a great deal to learn. It's true. Solomon, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about Solomon. Oh. I don't know. I mean, isn't it true that the more you care about someone, the less you should care? I don't know. What's that song by The Offspring?
It's no secret that we've been having a thing for several years, I would say. We've been fairly intimate on a couple of different occasions. I won't bore you with the details, but we're kind of together, and it's kind of just assumed that we're gonna end up together. I think she really likes me for my talent.
Well, I used to be married. That didn't really work out. So, after my husband died, it was really sad. I was in mourning for a while. And now it's been a year, and I've put my black clothes away, except for this hot little number, and I'm now a bachelorette.
We've been hanging out now for, I don't know, a couple weeks. As long as I've been with a girl since I was on the road, so.
Solomon, she's my best friend. We are so close, most of the time. She is very social. She's a social butterfly, and I'm not really like that, but we still get along really well. And I'm glad she has so many friends, because sometimes I meet some interesting people to talk to that way.
Sometimes life is just unfair. I mean, for me it's not, but my dog, for example, Sprinkles, I found her at the pound. I mean, life for her was really unfair. But now it's sweet. Isn't it, Sprinkles? You're such a good dog.
All the small animals. All of them. Let them burn. Let them blaze. Torch them all. I don't even need gasoline. I just look at them, and they burst into flames.
We were at an amusement park. It was Disney World Paris. We were there. We were on the Munchkin ride. We weren't actually together, but we ended up on the same float. Like, who knew? It was fate. And so it was pretty much from that moment that I knew that we were destined. Such a funny word, but we were destined to spend eternity together. Her basking in my glory, and me basking in her bosom.
Selamen! Oh, my dear, we're in a house of God, and I don't believe that we should speak about such matters as she would bring up in a holy place. Because after all, you must know. Well, she has sinned many times, and in many different ways. It's actually quite shocking. Now, for fear of desecrating this holy place, I should not speak more about her. For now.
I think she'll make a wonderful Mrs. Arant someday.
I love having lovers. I love loving. I don't know. I feel like my marriage was good, but it was missing something. It was missing excitement and real, true, fiery, passionate love. And that's what I have now.
It's quite miraculous, really, how many ways she has found to desecrate her temple, that is her body, because everyone's body is a temple in the eyes of God.
You know, I don't really know Solomon that well. There's not much I can say about her. I know Alceste has been hanging out with her a lot lately, and you know, it's his business. That's whatever Alceste wants to do. You know, why should I say anything to get in his way?
Alceste. He's the one we all love to hate, isn't he? Isn't he? God, that boy keeps me up at night. In the best way. I don't know. He's just one amongst many, I guess. But we have a good time.
I hate small animals. I hate beaches. I hate small umbrella things that you put in drinks. I hate the color pink. Let it burn. Let every pink object in the world burn. Let it smolder. Let it incinerate. Let the whole world incinerate.
Well, Alceste, he truly is a miracle. If Christ had not already lived and died, I would believe that the Messiah had come in the form of Alceste.
He goes off on one of his rants about the way the world is and how it should be, and I have to calm him down just because that's the way our chemistry works. It works, trust me. But, yeah, we get to see each other maybe about once every 3 weeks, something like that.
Crap, if you will. Pure crap. Pure and simple crap. And people are that crap.
Aw, that guy's a prick. Just straight up. I met him like a couple times and all he does is stare me down like he's my dad and shit.
Alceste is such a joke.
My lawsuits. My lawsuits are nothing more than an annoyance. They're a thorn in my side. And I don't care. I don't care about my lawsuits. I don't care about the judges. I certainly don't care about the lawyers. Don't let yourself believe that I care about the lawyers. Or Arant, or that other fool that's suing me. They can all burn.
Unfortunately, he only wants to help himself, and he doesn't want to deal with lawyers, and he thinks he can do it all by himself, and I have to step in. That's why I come into town most often, is so I can help him in his lawsuits, because they happen way too often.
His wisdom, his skill, his great beauty, that truly is a God-given gift. And I only hope that one day, perhaps we may share our God-given gifts together.
He hates everybody on the face of the earth. Like, he's better than everybody or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. He's just like, da, 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 da. I hate this, I hate that, blah, blah, blah. And it just gets so old and everybody wants him to freaking die already, but he just won't.
Well, first, let's talk about all the black that he wears.
What use have we for clothes with 19,000 zippers? Or 14 colors? It's outrageous.
Like, let's get serious. It's the 21st century, and people wear spring colors, except this is more of an autumn.
And like, he thinks he's so goddamn cool, but I have no idea why people think he's so cool. What has he actually done? Does anybody know? I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I'm an innovator.
Behold, my trophies! And this award was for positing the theory that the Earth would crumble in 5 years. That was 7 years ago. Nevertheless, I won the award and I shall keep it.
Alceste? Oh, he's great. He's a really, really passionate person. You should see him with Solomon. They are meant for each other. He's really very passionate about everything he talks about. He really sticks to his ideals, and I really admire him for that.
Alceste is like an emo musician.
Only classical music, and the violent type. Wagner. Dun da da dun 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 da da dun 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 da da dun 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 da da da. Let those fops quiver with fear. The Luftwaffe will strafe them.
It's just he wears his emotions on his sleeve, and he has lots of emotions.
Da!
God, let me tell you.
Fa!
So, you know, when he's feeling down, it tends to bring everyone else down, and that's just not the way I really work. You know, I like to keep my emotions inside and just have a good time, you know? Just have a drink, for God's sakes. Just have a drink. Anyway, I just think he needs to chill out sometimes. It would do him good.
If I had my way, I would take Solomon, that poor wayward soul, and I would flee. I would flee this burning, this hellish place. And I would go somewhere else, somewhere where it's just her and I would cure her.
Alceste, like seriously, just give it up already. Just go home and cry in a corner by yourself. I'd rather not see your stupid face ever again.
He pouts like a girl.
I would fix her. I would. I would make things right.
Even when he was a little kid, he threw the funniest temper tantrums because he always had to get his way, and it was really funny. And he and Solomon are really similar like that.
My ideal world? Is it so hard to imagine a world without pink?
He broods.
Without small, stupid, furry animals?
I don't know what he's thinking.
Without those idiotic umbrellas that you put in your drinks? Without inane conversations about the weather?
What a whiner.
Without changing one's clothes, for crying out loud 8 times a day? Is it so difficult to imagine a world just like that, where we say to one another just what we mean? Is that so hard?
It's really not about the flesh. It's a little about the flesh, but it's more about what's deep down underneath. Iran. Who is Iran? Iran is a deep individual. He doesn't get hung up on trends, on fashion, on superficial things. It's really things that are deep down that Iran cares about.
Iran? He is a fool.
I think it's no secret that I wear 100% genuine leather pants all the time. All the time. Whether it's summer, if it's sticky. Yes, we have sticky Paris summers. Some people can't handle the heat. I won't say who, Mr. I'm gonna wear black all the time.
A dandified idiot, prancing around with his stupid songs. Let him... I won't say any more. He doesn't deserve my words. A rot.
I care about writing. I think that I am, when the history books are written, going to be spoken of in the same vein as some of my favorite publicisticators of all time, namely Shakespeare, There was a fellow named Cook. There was also an Indian writer of whom I became fond last spring when I was in a Greek restaurant. I won't bore you with the details. However, I did bring a sample of my writing today. It's on the back of this blank CD case.
This message is for Orant. If you lay one hand on Selamen, I can't even say it. That's what I'll do to you.
Jupiter's shadow. What light have you, fair planet? I gazed upon thy starry breath one summer eve, and in the eventide I saw my love prance like a fawn.
I wish that he could be, more comfortable with himself. But, when the day comes, he can be.
2 paper clips dangle from her lobe. Yet, in the dewy shadow of that grassy morn, I did not know which way to hold her hair. That's my favorite line. And then it goes into song from there.
It will be bad.
You know, when I was growing up, I was trying to find an outlet for my greatness, right? Because, ever since I was born, the doctor's like, this is the best babe I've ever delivered.
Accost smells like weeds.
And he's short. He's so short, and he thinks he has a chance with Solomon. It's such a joke to me. I don't even understand why he comes around. It's so annoying.
I don't like to disappoint.
Accost like a chicken with his head cut off.
I love them.
I went to China and studied for 13 years from this secret monk thing in the middle of nowhere, man. And those monks, they know how to get the ladies. It's amazing. And then I came back and I was just dancing. I can dance on anything. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I've got a record deal and a platinum record, and that's just my life. God, I'm good.
Just gotta be hot. I don't date ugly people. I don't date poor people. I don't date people that aren't popular, and they just have to look good for my reputation and be hot. And I'm not really worried about if they're actually bisexual or gay or anything, because I can pretty much turn anybody the way I want to. Just want a hot babe on my arm.
Clatandra. Alright, so she's always hanging around Selamen, she's trying to get all up in close and stuff, and it's funny to the point that it's gross.
Clatandra. That idiot. Clatandra barely deserves mentioning. Clatandra is an empty-headed, foppish weasel.
Cost and Clatandra. Schmoop-de-boo. That's what I have to say about them.
Arsinoe is like a teacher. No, even worse, she's like a principal. She's always breathing down your neck, trying to tell you what to do, trying to tell you that your skirt's too short, that you need to call home and get a new one. I don't know what her deal is. She's a prude. Wicked prude.
I don't mean to boast, because after all, pride is one of the most grievous sins. But I like to think that through God's will, I have brought great joy to the world. I mean, after all, God has given me these gifts, and it would be even more of a sin, I feel, to not use them. And thus I grace the world with my beauty, and, well, I like to think that I'm very intelligent as well, and spread that to the masses.
God is watching.
It's not that funny.
No!
It's just great to have a harmonious world where everyone can just be friends, you know?
It's leather. It's leather or go home.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
Suck it up. Let go of your morals and just, I don't know, have fun with it.